Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, text number 4, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 11th of February, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam
Teti sanakairajan Mahavagavaturvaka Upetya bhuvikaena Nanama vidritanjali.
Translation. O King Yudhisthira, Prahlada Maharaj, the exalted devotee, although a little boy, accepted the words of Lord Brahma and gradually proceeded towards Lord Nrsingadev, and immediately fell down to offer his respectful obeisances with folded hands.
Tatheti sanakairajan mahabhagavatorvaka upetya bhuvikaena nanama vidritanjali. Prahlada Maharaj, Mahabhagavat, Uttamadhikari. There are 3 stages of devotional platform. First stage is called Kanishtadhikari. Second stage is called Madhyamadhikari. And third stage, the topmost stage is called Uttamadhikari. So, he was only 5 years old. How he became Uttamadhikari on the topmost stage. He had no training. Still, he is addressed here by Narad Muni. Narad Muni was his guru, and still he is describing Prahlada Maharaj as Mahabhagavad. That means if one is Mahabhagavad, he has to accept the Guru. Narad Muni, his Guru, he knows that Prahlad is my disciple, but he is Mahabhagavad. Not only that, before his birth, when he was within the womb of his mother was attacked by the demigod headed by Indra, and they were dragging her to their palace. Narad Muni met, said, "What are you doing this? You are harassing one woman?" "No, sir, we are not harassing her, we are taking her in our place to wait for the deliverance of the child, then we shall kill him. Because he is born of atheist father, so he is another demon." Narad Muni said, No, you are mistaken. He is not demon, he is Mahabhagavad. So in the beginning, he was Mahabhagavad, since he was within the womb of his mother. And later on, he is Mahabhagavad. This is called Nitya Siddha, eternally Mahabhagavad. Eternally Mahabhagavat never forgets Krishna in any circumstance. That is the sign of Mahabhagavad, Nitya Siddha. Prahlada Maharaj was put into so many trials when he was only a child. Still, he never forgot Krishna. That is the sign of Mahabhagavad, in any circumstance. It does not mean that because one is Mahabhagavat, he should not be put into trials. He can be put into trials. Because the material world is like that. There's the Western country, the Lord Jesus Christ, he was put into trials, but he never forgot Krishna. This is sign of Mahabharata, Nitya Siddha. Gaurangeno Sangi Jane Nitya Siddha Boli Mane. Chejaya Brajanda Nandana Pa. If one can understand Nitya Siddha Bhagavat, then he immediately becomes eligible to go back home to bed. This is the privilege of associating with Mahabharata. So our system is Evam Parampara to associate with the Mahabharata by words or by physical association. So Mahabharata, Ardhaka. One may argue Ardhaka means foolish child who has no knowledge. He is called Ardhaka. And how he becomes Mahabharata? Ardhaka, he has no knowledge? No, it is possible. Ohituki apratihata. Bhakti does not depend on age or on advanced knowledge or richness or so many other things. Janmai Sajja Sutta Sri, to take birth in high family, aristocracy, and to become rich, to become beautiful, to become very learned scholar. These things are material assets. But spiritual life does not depend on these things. One can become spiritually very advanced even though he is poor, he is born in a low-grade family, that's a Haridas Thakur. He was born in Mohammedan family, and Mahabharata. There are so many examples. Not that because he was born in a Mohammedan family, therefore he cannot. This Marxism is like that. But actually it is not. Ohituki apratihata. Bhakti is so purifying that any condition, any circumstances, one can become devotee. Mang hipatha vapastritya jepishu pavajuna triya vaisya satha sudra devyanti parangati. Krishna says. So, everyone has got the potency to become Mahabharata, provided he tries. Sadhana Siddha and Nitya Siddha. So Prahlada Maharaj is Nitya Siddha. And there are Sadhana Siddhas. Just like we are trying to approach the topmost goal of life by bhajan, by sadhana. So anyone has got the potency to come to this stage of Mahabhagavat, provided he follows the Mahajan. You can become Mahabhagavat if you follow Mahajan. Mahajana jina gatasya pantha. If you follow the Mahajan's path, then everyone can become. Of course, it is not possible everyone to become Mahabhagavat, but there is possibility. Simply, we have to become serious to follow the path of Mahajan. Dharmasya tattang nihitang guhayam Mahajana jina gatasya pantha. Tatto apratishta. Simply by argument, you cannot make advancement. Simply by neti, or there are many other processes, mystic yoga process, to become very austere and remain silent. mauna brata suta, tapa, tapasya, education, austerity, none of them the cause for becoming. Bhakta, only devotional service. If one is fixed up, dhirabrata, mahatmanustamang pratha devi pratinivat, bhajanti dhirabrata. So, we should be very much firmly fixed up, following the rules and regulations. So, Prahlada Maharaj is Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha means there are living entities. Every living entity is part and parcel of Krishna. So, one who does not fall down, he is called Nitya Siddha. One who does not fall down. Just like in this material world, there are millions and millions of living entities, but they have fallen down. But there are multi-millions and millions of living entities in the Vaikuntha Loka. They never fall down. They are called Nitya Siddha. They never come here. So we have no information. This is only 1/4 manifestation of God's creation. And the 3/4 creation of God is there. Not creation, it is everlasting. Just like in the prison house, if you go to the prison house, it does not mean that the whole state is there. It is only an insignificant part of the state, and only the criminals that put together. So, this material world means so many planets you see, so many stars and planets, the sun planet, moon planet, and Loka, Sarvaloka Maheswaram. This is one universe, and there are millions of universes. Altogether, that is material world. And that is one part of creation. Ekangsena sthito jagat. The jagat means this material world. So the whole material, ananta koti, jasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti, kotishu aseshu vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. This ananta koti brahmanda is only 1/4 manifestation of God's creation. And just imagine what is the other 3/4, that is spiritual world. So, the Nitya Siddha Mahabhagavat, they come from the spiritual world on the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they, by example, they preach Krishna consciousness. This is Mahabhagavad. By suffering, by example, everything, they look like ordinary man, but Mahabhagavad. How it is tested? Never forgets Krishna. This is Mahabhagavad, Nitya Siddha. And Sadhana Siddha means those who are put into this material world by the association of Mahabhagavad. If he tries, follows, then he can also become a Mahabhagavat or Nitya Siddha, because originally everyone is Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadhaka Vunoy Savanadi Suddha Chitte Karayavya. Every living entity originally Nitya Siddha. But somehow or other, just like Joy Vijay, fell down in this material world. And he was delivered also. Both of them were delivered. So although we have fallen in this material world and suffering the pangs of material existence, janma mrityu jara vyadhi, on account of accepting this material body, still Krishna personally comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. This is glani. Discrepancies. We are living this material existence. This is not real life. real life is to become Mahabhag. So you cannot become Mahabhagavat all of a sudden, but from Kanishtadhikari, Achayam evang harai, jap pujang sadhyati, natat bhaktesu channesu sabhakta prakita smita. Prakita state. The prakita state means just like we are worshipping the deity, but not only we shall worship deity, but we make advancement. What is that advancement? To become gradually a preacher. That is Madhyamadika. Second stage. Preacher. Preacher means that Ishare tadadhineshu baliseshu disassu cha prema maitri kripa upekha ja karati samadham. When you become fully Krishna conscious by worshipping the deity regularly, as we have got prescription to rise early in the morning, offer Mangalarati, then Kirtan, then class. In this way, practicing, when you become advanced Krishna conscious, then your natural tendency will be how to preach. So long you do not develop this tendency for preaching, simply remain in Kanishtadhikari, you do not know how to deliver others. Natat bhaktesu channesu, you do not know how to receive one elevated devotee, you do not know how to do good to others. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is not to keep one Kanishtadhikari, especially those who are born in India. He says, Bharat bhumite manusya janma haila ja, janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. This is preaching. Paropakar. Because everyone is suffering. So, in the lower stage, everyone should take part very diligently in the worship of the deity. Sri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Singaratana Mandiramarjanadu. One should be engaged. Everyone should be engaged. Sri Vigraharadhanam, the deity worship. What is that deity worship? Sri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Singara. To decorate the deity very, very nicely. Singara. Tan Mandiramarjanadu. And to keep the temple all through very clean. This Kanishtadhikari should be fully engaged in these things. Then he becomes gradually elevated in the Madhyamadhikari. In the Madhyamadhikari, he can see four things. What is that? Four things means, first of all, the Supreme Lord, Ishvara, the controller. He can see. He can see means he understands, he appreciates, he can conceive, yes, the Supreme Lord is there. There is no more theoretical. The Ishvara. And tadodhineshu, and persons who have become devotee, he can understand. Here is a devotee. Ishvara tadodhineshu, baliseshu. Balis means innocent person. They do not know what is God, what is to be done. They call balis, like children. Arbhaka, balis. And then dishat, envious. Just like you have experienced so many rascals, as soon as they hear of God, immediately they become agitated. They are called dishat, envious, demons. The four things. God, his devotees, and the innocent person, and the demonic atheist. He can see. Madhyamadhika. And then he behaves with these four classes of men differently. What is that? Prema. For Krishna, the Supreme Lord, how to increase love. That is first business. Prema. And those who are devotees, to make friendship with them. Maitri. Those who are higher than him, and he should offer very respectful obeisances. Those who are equal, treat them nicely, and those who are lower, then instruct them, Baliseshu. Those who are innocent, how to raise him in Krishna consciousness. This is preaching. And Disassu, Upekha, those who are atheists, don't associate with them. Don't associate. That is Madhyamanta. And Uttamadhikari, that is very rarely attained this state, Uttamadhikari has only equal one mission. Samasarveshu bhuteshu vadbhakti lavati. Uttamadhikari, he does not think that he is envious or he is this or he is that. He sees that everyone is engaged in Krishna consciousness. That is not to be imitated. But Prahlada Maharaj is like that. He did not know who is his enemy and who is his friend. No, he did not. He is Uttamadhikari, Mahabhagavad. So, this Mahabhagavad, this word is very important in this verse. Mahabhagavato Arvaka. Immediately as soon as Brahma requested, my dear boy, please pacify, no hesitation, immediately. Immediately fell down. Upeta bhuvikayana. He is always at the lotus feet of Krishna. And as a child, immediately as Brahma said, immediately he did. Kayena upetya nanama. As it is, he was not to be less that you make like this, fall down this. No, he knows everything. Life after life, he is doing that. Gaurangera Sangijane Nitya Siddhamulivane. Whenever there is Krishna's incarnation, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he advented himself, immediately there were Advaita Acharya, Nityananda, and other many devotees. They are Gaurangera Sangijane. They are not sadhan bhakti. They are eternally associated. Similarly, Prahlada Maharaj is also eternally associated. Whenever there is need, by the order of Krishna, he is present there to execute the order of Krishna. This is our position. Eternal servant. We should not become servant to make some material profit. He is not. He is not Suddha Bhakti. Sabai Banik, Prahlada Maharaj. Anyone who serves Krishna for some material benefit, Sabai Banik. Material benefit means that Shastra Krishna says that Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam Jomi Bhaktya Pajachati. So many person comes in the temple for some material benefit. They surrender to the saintly person for some material benefit. Give me Ashirvad benediction. What benediction? I have got 10,000 rupees. Make it 1 lakh by your benediction. So, this kind of devotees have been described by Prahlada Maharaj as bonik, baniya, mercantile. There's a merchant people, they want to invest 2 rupees and want to make profit 10 rupees. So, offering Krishna little flower and fruit, they want to get some horses and elephants. You see? Or very big estate. This is not devotion. Annavilashita Sunnam. Our position is eternal servant of Krishna. And Krishna's position is eternal master. Bhoktaram Jagatavasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram. He is the enjoyer. He is the proprietor. That is eternally his master. And we are eternally servant. If you keep this position, that is Krishna consciousness. So Mahabhagavat, they know always. They never forget this position. And those who are fallen souls, conditioned souls, they do not know it. So they have to be raised to that stage. That stage, how? He is also Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti, as soon as one becomes Krishna conscious, fully, he becomes Nitya Siddha again. So, either you come by sadhana bhakti or naturally, when you come to the ultimate stage, everyone is Nitya Siddha. So Nitya Siddha, those who come from Vaikuntha, they are never fallen, never forget Krishna. That is Nitya Siddha. And by the teachings of Nitya Siddha, Mahabhagavat, if one follows and then becomes by sadhana siddha, by regulative principle, they also become Nitya Siddha later on. And when one becomes Nitya Siddha again, there is no difference between this living entity and that living entity. Samasarve. So, Tatheti Sanakai Rajan Mahabhagavaturvaka Upeta Bhuvikaina Nanama Vidita. If you simply learn Prahlada Maharaj, simply offer your obeisances, and as under the instruction of Brahma, if you follow the Guru, Brahma is the Guru, Guru's Guru. Prahlada Maharaj's Guru was Narad, and his Guru was Brahma. So our sampradaya is Brahma sampradaya. There are 4 sampradayas. We belong to this Brahma sampradaya. So, sampradaya vihinadi mantrasti vifalam. We have to accept one sampradaya, parampara, and if we follow, just like Prahlada Maharaj, exactly under the order of Brahma and Narad, immediately fell down. So everyone can do it. Here is Krishna. So everyone, if he follows Mahajana, Brahma is the first Mahajan, Swayambhu, Narada Sambhu, Brahma is another name is Swayambhu. These are Mahajans, Swayambhu, Narada Sambhu, Kapila, Manu, Prahlada is also Mahajan. Prahlada Janaka Bhishma, Bali Vaiyasaki, Vayam. So Prahlada Maharaj is Mahajan. He is Mahabhagava. Don't think that he is a little boy. That is his pastime to show us how a little boy can become Mahabhagava, how a little boy can be the eternal associate of Krishna, and how he can preach. That is Prahlada Maharaj. Thank you very much.